Yeah, Shalom once again. Back at you with another video. This is a re-upload. Basically, I'm going to be recording a video I did about a year ago. The title of the video is When Esau's Bureaucracies Fail, You Women Will Suffer the Most, which is true. And without further ado, I'm not going to do a long intro. I just got done watching this video, popped up, and I said, let me watch this video again. Video I did about a year ago. And I said, man, I'm going to re-upload this video because the message is pretty poignant. All right. So without further ado, check it out.
Okay, Shalom to the elect, which begins with 144,000. All praises and glories due to Yahweh, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, true name of the only begotten Son. I'm going to call this video, You Women, You're going to Suffer the Most in this society when it crumbles. And the reason why I say that is I just had an appointment today around 2 o'clock. And basically, last week when I went to the ER, I had an episode. I wasn't feeling right, so I went to the ER. And to make a long story short, the lady at the ER referred me to this health center and told me I could qualify for this program that could help me at the health center, you know, with the payments. Because as you well know, when you go to the emergency room or when you're dealing with these hospitals and these health centers, it could get pretty expensive. So you want to file for as many programs as you can get to help pay the bill, right? So the appointment was for today. I went to the appointment, and there was either the lady could have been an Ephraimite or Issacharite, okay? I'm leaning more to maybe an Issacharite. Anyway, she had called me on the phone yesterday, told me all the documents I needed. I had the documents ready. So I go into the interview, right? She was supposed to help me get on this program. And immediately when I told her what I make a week, which I had to give her a letter stating where I work and how much I make a week. So I had the letter, where I work, how much I make a week. And not too long into the interview, she said, you know what? You don't qualify for the program.
Now, if I remember correctly, when I walked in the room, she said it in a jokingly manner, but she was serious. She said, my first victim, you know. So there you go. My first victim. What a thing to say, right? Let's move on.
I'll pay with the services that you're going to get at this health center. I'm not going to tell you the name. I'm just going to sketch the highlights for you. You don't qualify. So within myself, I got kind of pissed. Of course, I didn't show it, but within me, I was pissed. I was angry. Right? So she said, yeah, you make too much money. And the money I make is not even, it's not that much, okay? But that was the excuse. You make too much money.
Yeah, basically, I make daily bread money. All right? By this world standards, I would be what you call broke, okay? Make just enough to get by, man. Those are facts.
So, you know, she's going through her rant, you know. So towards the end, I said, look, before I left, right? I said, look, let me tell you what this is all about. This I used the word bureaucracy. I hope I said the word right. this bureaucracy. That's that's the word I believe I used. I said, let me tell you what this is about. This is about bureaucracies like this. They don't accept men. This is all to help the women. And you should have seen the look on her face like, oh shit. Like she had no idea that was going to come out of me.
Yep.
I said, that's why, men get denied. Women have no problem getting accepted. Men get denied. You know what this woman said? You know what she said? She said, you're right.
Yep.
She just looked at me and she said, you're right. And then she said, I hope I don't lose my job for agreeing with you, but you're right.
She actually paused when she said it. She looked me dead in the eye and she said, you're right. When I said because I was expecting some negative reaction, but she immediately said, you're right. And she wasn't kidding when she said it. She looked me dead in the eye when she said it. Because I looked her dead in the eye and I told her what it was, why I'm being denied. So if you don't think that this society is against men, you better think again, man. That's one of the reasons why us real men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai want to see this society be destroyed, man. Because it's anti-men. And it's the wicked elite that are behind that bullshit, man. We know what the scripture says. We know the prophecy, a woman shall compass a man. We're in that society now. That's a quote from Bible scripture. But it's the wicked elite behind it too, to divide the family. All right, destroy the family structure. That's what it's all about. You had something called the tenets of the Communist Manifesto. There was 10 of them. One of the tenets was abolition of the family. How do you destroy the family? You destroy the family by destroying the man, the head of the family. And you destroy the man by elevating the woman over the man. Okay? And it's gone to a lot of these women, it's gone to their heads. They actually really believe in their heart of hearts that they're better than men. But when this society crumbles, and it will crumble, they will find out the hard way. I'm talking to you women out there with your feminist bullshit. You'll find out the hard way. You're not better than men. That men are actually better than you. You'll find that out the hard way. Guaranteed. Let's proceed.
Oh, I said to her, I looked down at her, because by this time I'm standing up. She's sitting down in her desk, at her desk. And I'm looking down at her and I go, that's when I just, because I was a little pissed. And that's when I let her have it. But courteously, I let her have it. I said, this is all about helping the woman and not the man. And I'm looking down at her while I'm saying this. Now, I expected her maybe to get maybe a little loud, sir, you whatever. You know how these women are. This woman just stone cold agreed with me. She said, you're right. Then she said this, I hope I don't lose my job for agreeing with you. She's looking.
And meanwhile, she's looking around. When she said that part. When she said, you're right, she was looking at me dead in the eye. But when she said, I hope I don't lose my job, it show you. She's looking around. Okay?
Around. So that's the proof, man. These bureaucratic, I have trouble saying the word, these bureaucratic agencies, right, set up by Esau, the fucking devil, is mainly to help the woman. And these women are still complaining.
Yep.
They got all kind of government programs to benefit the woman. But when it comes to the man, fuck you. That's basically how I felt. She kept even saying, the woman, she said, I'm sorry that you don't call him sorry.
And that's why we, the real men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the only men that's really left, that's why we want to see the total destruction of this society being brought on by Yahweh Shai and the nuclear missiles, man. Because it's a society that does not benefit us. You can't be a real man in this society, man. A man of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You see?
Sorry this, I'm sorry that. We
want to see the Edomites, beginning with the top banking families. We want to see them crushed underneath our feet, man. And that's exactly what's going to happen to them, pursuant to Psalms 149. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, man. To put them in slavery where they belong. Beginning with the top banking families and then the rest of the Edomites, all of them, every last one of them, pursuant to Jeremiah 30 and 16. That's the only answer, man. And these women, man, well, overnight, over fucking night, these women are going to, especially our women, they're going to get back in order. When they see the hell that's going to come upon the planet Earth and the spirit that Yahweh Shemel Shai going to put on his real men, they're going to get over fucking night. They're going to get back in order. Guaranteed.
It is, but I still let her have it. I told her, look, I know what this is all about. This is to deny the man and to elevate the woman. She said, you're right.
That's what it's about.
That's what she said. You're right.
And these punk ass men, they can't see that. These simp men, that's why you simp men, you got to be eliminated. You got to be deleted. You simp men. You got to be eviscerated. Okay? Because you're in the way, man. You're in the way of progress. When you see the progress, shout out to Deacon Asaph, the IUIC. Speaking of simp men, let's move on, man.
Then she said, I hope I don't lose my job for agreeing with you. The little speech that I gave. I can't remember it word for word, but you better believe it was piercing. It pierced right through her. She had no idea that was going to come out of me.
Oh, yeah. By that time, I'm controlling the narrative. I'm controlling, even though I walked out of there with, I didn't walk out of there with what I wanted. But at least for that few moments, I was in control of the conversation. I left that woman with something to think about. I guarantee you the rest of her day, she was thinking about what I said to her. Okay? Guaranteed. She may have lost the job. Who knows? Maybe some of these people, they record them without their knowing. But she wasn't supposed to say that to me.
Okay? So that's why I say that this fucking society, when it goes down, you know who's going to suffer the most? You women, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
You women, you're going to suffer the most. Because this...
And there's scriptures to back it up. Isaiah 32 and 9. Rise up, you women that are at ease. Here it is, you're at ease. You got everything to your disposal, and you're still complaining. That's why the Bible calls you the weaker vessel. But at the same time, you still think you equal to us men. You know, a man will complain once, but then after a while, men are logical. We're logical. We're like, okay, this is the card I've been dealt with. Let me just dig down and deal with it. That's the card I've been dealt. Okay, all right. So let me deal with it. What's the best way can I deal with this? And the man will forge on. You women, you don't have that kind of spirit. But you still think you equal to men. Fucking joke.
This bullshit ass society benefits you the most. And yet you're still complaining. So what the hell are you going to do when this society totally crumbles, huh?
Yeah.
Of which it will totally crumble. Thus saith the Lord. Even now as I speak, it's crumbling. Okay? Man, you women, you're going to catch it, man.
Rise up, you women that are at ease. Many days and years shall ye be troubled. When you read that in the Red Bible, it says days above a year. So 2025 may very well be the year for the tribulation of you women. I mean, you women, you're going to catch it, man. You're going to catch it from all angles. All right? Because you've bought hook, line, and sinker, as they say. You've bought the bullshit of feminism. You've made yourself an enemy to a man. All right, I'm not talking about simps. All right, forget about simps. They're just women in drag anyway. I'm talking about real men. Real men. You've made yourself an enemy to real men. So when you're gonna have your men, they ain't gonna give a shit about you. No matter how much you beg, they're gonna be like, "There, bitch, you made your bed, lie in it. Fuck you, looking to me to help you for. Fuck out of here." And then you're gonna have your other men. They're gonna want their pound of flesh. So because of you, bitch, I can't get service at McDonald's. Inside joke. Forgive me. I saw opportunity to put an inside joke in there. But all jokes aside, they're gonna be like, look, because of you, bitch, I lost my job. Because of you, you put child support on me. You know, some of these men, the Lord gonna allow them to break out of jail, and the first people they're gonna hunt is you women, because you put them in there. Oh, it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be very, very nasty. That's why we tell you sisters that have some kind of sense. You got a man in the truth. You better hold on to that man. You better treat him like royalty, because the days are coming when you're gonna thank the heavens. Yahweh Shem Yahshua, you got a real man that is able to defend you and protect you in those days. Better believe it.
You're going to catch it. Okay? Because, see, a man can just man up and deal with it. But you women, You're not built for adversity. Okay? And it's in those days a lot of you going to learn to keep your goddamn mouth shut.
Oh, yeah. Oh, women, especially so-called black women, for all that mouth she got, she gonna be very quiet in those days. After you haven't eaten for 3-4 days, you're gonna be very quiet. All that mouth, gonna go. Okay? You're gonna be thinking about one thing, and that's your survival. Get comfortable with the uncomfortable. That's the message of 2025. Get comfortable with the uncomfortable, because 2025 is going to be very uncomfortable.
Hey, when she said that, I had to look at her again, like, say, what? She looked at me, she said, you're right, you're right. I'm sorry, you're right. All this bullshit, oh, you make too much money. Get the hell out of here, man. No, what it really is you a man, fuck you. We're really only here to help the women. So, I mean...
But you know what? That's okay, because that just makes us tougher. That just makes us tougher. So, and this is what I tell you, brothers, about suffering in this knowledge, this truth. This is all the shit that we got to suffer. But you know what? It makes us tougher. So, you know, mentally we become tougher. So when the deal really goes down, we'll be able to soldier right through it. We're a friend to adversity, you know? Reminds me of the line from the movie Apocalypse Now. You had that Marlon Brando who played Colonel Kurtz, Walter E. Kurtz, I think it was. And he's explaining to Martin Sheen, who was there pretty much to eliminate him, to kill him, because he was the role that Brando played, Colonel Walter E. Kurtz. He was a soldier that went rogue. He built his own little empire. When you watch the movie, and he was like, man. He's like, you guys trained me to be an assassin, and now you want to come and kill me? He even made that statement. He said, what do you call an assassin hired to kill another assassin? Something like that. But anyway, in the movie, he said, horror is a face, and you must make a friend of it. Well, that's what's coming to this place, horror, especially in the year 2025. Okay? As it is written, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down. Okay? That's how America's going out. It's going out by violence. Remember what this guy said, George Carlin, the comedian, before he passed away. He said, this country is circling the drain. And we see that, man. Now you have the port attacks. Okay? 2025 is going to be one hell of a year, man. There's no doubt about it. Let's move on.
Video there. Pretty much that's all I got to say. You women, you're going to suffer the most. When all hell breaks loose in this society, when it crumbles, you women are going to suffer the most.
And don't look to the men to be eagerly ready, willing to help you out. A lot of men have been burned, have been spawned, if that's the right word. I'll stick with burnt. A lot of men have been burnt by you women, man. Your attitude, you know, your astronomical demands for a man to get with you. Okay? unrealistic demands. And guess what? When you're on your way down, that's the same man you're going to run into. But this time you're going to have a different attitude. You're going to, hey, can you help me? That man going to look at you and say, bitch, get the hell out of my face. And he's going to walk right over you and keep on stepping too. While you got that dumb look on your face. And that's karma, man. That's beautiful karma. That's what you bitches deserve, man. And everything I'm saying to you will come true. You better believe it. So get ready, because it's coming.
And men like us, we're gonna be dancing in the streets. We're gonna be praising Yahweh Shemi Shai as this society goes down. And this is a message to you wicked elites that create this bureaucracy. You elites of Esau, when we get you in the kingdom, man. When we get you motherfuckers in the kingdom, we're gonna pull the skin off of you, man.
Okay. They know it too. The top wicked elite of Esau, they know they're gonna suffer. They know it. They know it. You better believe it. Okay? They know that the nation of Israel, begin with the elect of the nation of Israel, they're going to get their revenge on them. They know. Okay? And like I said in the video, and I did this video more than a year ago, we're literally going to pull the skin off of them. We're going to torture them. Okay? Like they tortured us, man. As the saying goes, turnabout is fair play. And there are tons of scriptures to justify it. One that comes to mind is Psalms, the 149th chapter, beginning at the 5th verse.
All this bullshit. As a matter of fact, the word bureaucracy is from the Latin bureau, which means donkey. A donkey is also known as a beast of burden. So these bureaucracies, the different ones that benefit the women and shun the men, they were really created to be a burden to the man. Bureaucracy means, it's from the Latin bureau, which means donkey or burro.
Yep.
Burro or donkey is also known as a burro, which means a burden. So these bureaucracies that benefit these women, they were created to be a burden unto a man.
And the bureaucracy will, you have something called the Law of Fives. Elder Pastor used to go into that years ago. From the book, I think it was from the book Satan's Angels Exposed. It goes into the Law of Fives. One of the things that crashes is the bureaucracy. All right. Eventually, and that's when I think the next step is chaos. The bureaucracies, they crash under the weight of the citizenry, and the next step is chaos. Then it resets itself. The Law of Fives, if anybody can find that information, they can post it in the comment section. We went through that years ago, the Law of Fives. One of the Law of Fives is that the bureaucracy will crumble under its own weight, because it was set up to be a burden anyway. And meanwhile, when I was saying that to that woman, she had nothing to say, man. She had nothing to say. She couldn't believe that was coming out of me.
Okay? And this woman agreed with me. She agreed with me when I said, let me tell you what this is all about. It's about rejecting men. She said, you're right. So basically that excuse she gave me, you don't qualify because you make too much money, it was pure bullshit. Okay?
Bullshit. That's that ready-made, that boilerplate answer. The ready-made answer that they give men to deny them, you know. Most men don't challenge it, you know. Well, she saw a different man that day. Let's move on. About to end this video.
But the one to be blamed is the wicked elite of Esau, because this is what they create.
Yep.
These bureaucracies to elevate the woman and to bring down the men.
Yeah, to destroy the family. Abolition of the family. It's one of the tenets of the Communist Manifesto. The Communist Manifesto is a fancy way of saying the New World Order. Look at the movie 1984. You see where it was forbidden for men to have sex with women. It's in the movie. You saw the same thing in the movie with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. Okay, forgot the title of that movie. I keep forgetting the title of that movie. All right.
And I got it firsthand from a woman that's involved in that today at that appointment. I couldn't believe she said that. She even said, I hope I don't lose my job for agreeing with you. So with that, on to the next video.
Yeah, so with that, on to the next video. Hopefully you were edified by this video. It's a poignant message. It's an omen of things to come, especially for you women. You're going to suffer the most. You are going to suffer the most. And it makes sense why a lot of you are going to be looking for that strong man to protect you in those days. And you won't have those list of unrealistic demands for that man. The only demand you'll want in that day is if this man is strong enough to protect me. Strong enough and brave enough to protect me. Yeah, but he's not 6 foot. I don't give a shit. I don't care. No, but he doesn't have the leading man looks. He's not a handsome man. I don't care. Is he strong enough to protect me? I want protection. Oh, yeah. 2025, baby. Gonna be a hell of a year. Shalom to the Lord's elect.